Milton's life didn't start with kindness. He was bought from a breeder as a puppy and tied up in a small yard, forgotten by the people who were supposed to care for him. His chain was short, the ground beneath him was hard and dirty, and there was never enough food or clean water. For years, he lived that way, waiting for someone to notice him. Nobody came. His fur began to fall out, his skin broke open from infection, and his body was covered in painful sores. When he got too sick to stand, his owners decided they didn't want him anymore. They untied him, carried him to the street, and left him there like trash. When rescuers found him, he could barely move. His body was weak, and his eyes had no light left in them. It was clear he had given up on life. The team lifted him carefully into their car and promised him that his suffering was over. At the vet, Milton was diagnosed with mange, severe dehydration, and malnutrition. He had almost no energy, but the vets didn't give up. They started treatment right away. Warm baths, ointments for his wounds, antibiotics for infection, and healthy food. The first few weeks were hard. He cried when he was touched because everything hurt. But the rescuers talked to him softly, held him gently, and showed him patience he had never known before. Little by little, Milton began to change. The first time he wagged his tail, everyone cheered. It was a small movement, but it meant everything. Over the next few months, he started getting stronger. His fur slowly grew back, his sores began to heal, and his eyes finally showed life again. He learned how to play, how to eat without fear, and how to trust people. The dog who had once been left to die now loved to snuggle and ask for belly rubs. After 5 months of care, Milton looked like a completely different dog. His fur was shiny, his body strong, and his tail never stopped wagging. He had become the shelter's favorite, a symbol of how love and patience can rebuild even the most broken soul. Then something amazing happened. Around the same time, the rescue team brought in 2 baby bear cubs. Their mother had been killed by poachers, and they had nowhere else to go. They were scared, crying, and confused. The team decided to keep them at the dog sanctuary until they could find a safe place for them. That's when Milton surprised everyone. The moment he saw the cubs, he walked right up to them, calm and gentle. He stayed close, watched over them, and let them snuggle up beside him. The bears loved him instantly. They followed him everywhere, pulling his tail, climbing over him, and playing around. Milton didn't mind at all. It was like he had become their big brother, their protector. Seeing him with those cubs was a moment no one at the shelter will ever forget. The dog who had once been abandoned and unloved had now become a guardian for others who needed care. When Milton was finally ready to be adopted, a kind woman offered to foster him. She prepared a bed, toys, and plenty of food. But just a few days later, she called the rescue team in tears. She couldn't let him go. Milton had already stolen her heart. Today, Milton lives with that same woman, not as a foster, but as family. He has a big yard to run in, soft blankets to sleep on, and more love than he could have ever imagined. He greets every morning with a wagging tail and goes to bed every night, curled up beside his mom. He's strong, happy, and finally free. The dog who once lived on a chain now spends his days surrounded by kindness. Milton's story is proof that no matter how broken a heart is, love can heal it. He was forgotten, abandoned, and left to die, but he never gave up. And now, he's living the life every dog deserves. If Milton's story touched your heart, please give this video a like and share it. Every share helps other animals find hope, care, and a second chance, just like he did.